Guys, you are welcome. This is MSAD IT Solution. This is MSAD IT Solutions. I'm Samuel Chemichakwe Oladokun. This is our module 4 of the data processing course, Microsoft Excel, and we have it as a standalone course for those people that are learning data analytics and data analysis, visualization. But it's also part of the training we give to people learning data processing. So the course is for data processing students and also data analytics students and also for administrators that want to learn spreadsheet package. So Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet package that helps us to perform some visualization, calculation, and sorting of data. So that is what it's about. That is what it's about. So let's go into the course. Spreadsheet. For example, when we talk about spreadsheet, what is spreadsheet? A spreadsheet is an electronic worksheet used to organize and manipulate numbers and display options. The electronic spreadsheet has rows and columns, so store in the computer's memory and display on the screen. So in the spreadsheet, unlike Word documents, where you see a blank page that you start typing, like I was saying, MS Excel, Microsoft Excel, spreadsheet package, the electronic spreadsheet has rows and columns stored in the computer memory. It is unlike the you just see a blank sheet and then you start working, you start typing, you see cursor blinking, but no, in a spreadsheet package, what you see is rows and column for sorting your document. So on that, we have example of spreadsheet package, which is Microsoft Excel. Please note this. When you are asked for a spreadsheet package, Microsoft Excel is just a software by Microsoft Corporation. It's one of the Microsoft is one of the software you see in Microsoft Office suite. So once we install Microsoft Office, Excel comes along. So Excel is used for spreadsheet um, application. So now we have another one, which is a Open Office Calc. We have a Soho sheet, G-numeric, spreadsheet, Spreadsheet 2, Quadrature Pro, Multiplex, Lotus. We have Lotus 1 to 3. Then the one from Google Corporation that you work on online is a Google Sheet. So those are example of a spreadsheet package. Let's move on. So also Microsoft Excel. This is the one we'll be teaching in this training. Microsoft Excel is one of the most popular and powerful spreadsheet applications currently on the market. Like I told you, when somebody asks you, do you know spreadsheets? Since you know Excel, say, yes, I know. I know Microsoft Excel for spreadsheet. So we have 207, we have 205, but we are going to be using 2013 in this our training. Microsoft Excel 207 and 2013 provide powerful tools and features that you can use to organize. So this is what you do in spreadsheet. You organize, you analyze, you visualize, and you do representation and manage your data with ease. It has several parts. The worksheet area of the Microsoft Excel has heading across it with top A to X, uh, FD and row heading down the left hand side 1 to 1 million 48,576. So the rows and the columns in the spreadsheet package, that is what is given to you. So let's go to the next slide. In the next slide, we have these following terminologies: workbook. So workbook, this is a file that contains one or more worksheets. A worksheet is just like your page in the normal word processing package. So workbook, different pages, worksheets, 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, collective, combining them makes it a workbook. The primary document that you use in Excel to store work with data. So that's what your worksheet is, also called a spreadsheet. A worksheet consists of cells that are organized into columns and rows. A worksheet is always stored in a workbook. Like I told you, collection of worksheets makes a workbook that you can use to organize various kind of related information. So what is a worksheet now? The worksheet is the area where your data can be organized. That's where you type in. We have the worksheet by default. Three worksheets by default will be open when you launch Microsoft Excel. You see three worksheets that are open for you. in one workbook, but you can actually insert more. If you want to do more, you want to have more than three worksheets. So we have what we call another terminology you must be familiar with in a spreadsheet package and using Excel is cells. So a cell refer to the intersection between row and the column. So we have the rows, the horizontal lines, and the columns, the vertical arrangement. So the intersection where they are intercepted that can hold a unit data. That is what we call cell. So range, when it is like highlighting two or more cells together, like when you select in Microsoft Word, I'm going to be making reference to that so that that is actually where we are coming from. So when you select to highlight a section to do some things to it, so that is what we call ranging. Active cells refer to the cell in use at a particular time. That particular cell that you are typing in is what is referred to as a active cell. So value is refers to as a number in a cell. What we have in that cell is the value of that cell. The cell pointer indicates where the data is to be entered or changed in the worksheet. So when you copy is a command used to have duplicates and the original text object will remain. Print is a command used to give you that can give you hard copy of your work, that is printing paperwork. Print preview will show you the review. So let me just go ahead and show you the practical section of this of what we have done. So our let's just see. So for you to launch Microsoft Excel, go to your points, go to all app. Once you go to all app, scroll down, go to where you install your Microsoft Office. So this is my Microsoft Office I'm using for 2013. You see, this is it. So this is the launching. You click on it, then you wait while it loads up. Then let me bring it up. This one talks about the recent documents you have worked on. You see, so this is our example, the templates that you can actually follow. If you, this is a blank workbook. If you want to do a billing statement, you want to blood pressure tracker, these are example of what we have in the past. So you click on this and here you come. So this is interface of our Microsoft Excel. So when you look at Microsoft Excel, let's now look into the terminologies that we've been talking about that we have. So the first one in the terminology is let's look at the first one, which is workbook. So the first one we have workbook worksheet. Let's go back and we see. So this is a workbook now. And this, when you save it, this is the whole work here is referred to as work. But you can see this is telling you sheet one. Here you can add sheet two, you can add sheet three. You understand? That is another thing you should know. And we talk about rows and columns. So this is row one, this is row two, this is row three. I just click there, row four, and this is column A, column B, column C, column D. You see that where these rows and columns are the intercept, that is where we call a cell. So I'm pointing to this cell now. This is a cell now. So if I enter, this plus sign is a pointer. This one is pointing to D3, that is column D, row 3. So D3, E3, but my active cell, if I should type anything, it will be in this C3. So I think you understand now that I've been able to give you the an overview of what is called of what we call the cell pointer, and the column, the row, cell pointer, worksheet, workbook. So when we are going to continue, we'll see it. So when you cells now, I've talked about cells, active cell, I've talked about that. I've talked about cell pointer. So ranging now, let's look into what we mean by ranging. So in this ranging of a thing, what do we mean by ranging? So if I want to range now, you hold it and drag it over. You understand? Click on this cell, hold your clicking drag and drag it over. That is ranging. I've selected more than just one cell now. So you can just do like this by clicking there, holding the shift key. So you hold the shift key, then you use your arrow button down, then the the right side button, that is another shortcut. If you don't know how to do that, just click, hold your shift, move it down. That's ranging of cells. So let's continue with what we are doing. Away from that, now print and print preview, they are normal something. Copy is a command. So let's move to the next slide. Launching method, which I have actually demonstrated that for you. Click on start on the tags bar, you click on all programs, you look for Microsoft Office and you click on MS Excel. So you must have installed Microsoft Office suite, Microsoft Office on your system before you can actually do. If you do not do that, you can look for my video on how to install Microsoft Excel. And I want to believe that majority of you coming on, you have Microsoft Excel Office installed, because actually you would have undergone Microsoft Word, that is word processing package training. So that's the launching method. Let's go to the next one. Now we have features of the features the features of Microsoft Excel. So what are the things you will see? You see the title bar, you see tab list, you see formula bar, you see name bars, you see scroll bar, you see worksheet. So um, let's see the title bar. It displays the name of the application package you open and the file name of the current document. Tab list contains different tabs, formula bar, name bars. So um, let's go to see that. Um, so let's go to see that. For example, now, let me just move this up. The up here, you are going to see, so up here, you see book one Excel. So that book one Excel is telling you that you are working with Excel Microsoft Word, and the name of this document is what? Is book one, because I've not saved it. So the default name when you open a Microsoft worksheet, what you see is book one. So if I saved it and I put my name, it will change that book one to the name of the, what is it called? The the name I used to save this document. So that is that. So the following that, we have the tab list. The first on the tab is a file tab, followed by home tab, followed by insert tab, page layout, formulas tab, data tab, review tab, view tab. So when you click on this home tab, you see different sub lists under this place. This is clipboard group, this is font group, this is alignment group, this is number group, this is style group, this is sales group, this is editing group. So we are still just talking. When you move like that, you see different groups under it. Page layouts, you see different groups under it. Formula, you see different groups under it. Data, you see different group. Review and view. So this is the first one, which is the tab list. This is a tab now. This is a tab. After the tab list, we see the formula bar. So this is formula bar. If you are anything you are writing in this formula bar will be what? Will be automatically, and it will be entered into where you type your cell active cell is. So like I told you, for example, let me come here now. I'm not going to type here in this active cell. I will come to formula bar. You just type. You see? So formula bar, for example, because this place is short. If you are typing a long formula, something long, you can actually see it in this formula bar. From that formula bar, let's look at another thing we have. We have the zoom slider. This is a slider. You use it to slide. So you can see, I will still have different 34 down. So just click this, drag it up and down, or you use this button. Just click on it. That is our drive. From there, we have this scroller. This is this is scroll bar. This is another scroll bar. We have the horizontal scroll bar and the vertical scroll bar. Then we have the zoom slider. This is zoom slider. You see? So that is the zoom slider. From this zoom slider, we have another one. We have sheet one, sheet two, we have sheet three. So so this zoom slider is working now, 60%, moving it down, 80%, 100%. So we have this one is telling you this is just the address, name box. This is name box now. I'm in E4. So it's telling me I'm in E4. When I click on it, I'm in E8. So that's another something you should know about. So we'll talk about the pro bar, the worksheet, the formula bar. Let's look at the next one. The status bar, the quick access toolbar, the office button, and the zoom slider. I've told you this. The office button is what is now in 2013 as the file tab. So quick access toolbar, you can actually. So like I told you, we have um, these ones. So we have the file, this is file. This is where you can open new, you can open previous things you have saved, you can save a document, you can save as, you can print it, you can export it as PDF as whatsoever version. So you click here to go back. Now we'll continue with the slide. So how to create a workbook. Whenever you start Microsoft Excel, it opens a new workbook window for you, like we have seen the other time, and call it book one on the title bar. I've already shown you how to save. For you to save, you click on Office button, click on Save As. On the option display, type your file name to be saved and click on Save. So how to open a workbook, click on Office button, click on Open, locate the file name and select it and click on Open. So let's quickly demonstrate these two, how to save and how to open a workbook. Thank you. To save, click on File, click on Save As. The first time you are saving, click on Save As. So you actually be able to browse where you want to save it to. So this one, I'm going to browse down here, and I'm going to look for where I want to save it here. I want to save it in my, let me save it in my desktop. And from desktop, I want to locate MSAD IT solution. So let me look into businesses. Under businesses, I'm starting solution 2. Then from there, lecture slides. That's what I want to save it in. Actually, when you want to save, you can make a new folder. I'm using one Microsoft Windows 11 actually. Also, you can make a folder. But this one, now what name you want to save it? So I want to save it as a, let me to call it a Excel class underscore class 1 underscore 1. So this is the extension of Excel file, XLXX. That's the extension for Excel file. So when we continue, we are going to talk about common delimited, save type, different save type. You can see we have CSV. The major tool that they use to save a spreadsheet package with is C.CSV or this Excel workbook. So use this, click on save. Now, when you have saved this, if you examine our worksheet, you are going to discover that it's the name had changed. The name would have changed to the name you used to save it. So now let's just close this workbook. Let's just, so let me say I want to open what I actually done the other time. If I want to open it, what I just need to do is click on this. So let's go ahead and, so I just need to click on just go to where I saved it the other time. This is it, Excel class 1, and I just open it. I locate it. So this is Excel class 1. It is now open. You can now continue with the training. So we have saved it. We want to continue with the next part of the training. So next, after how to open a workbook, we've done that. The next thing now to do is inserting text on a worksheet. So on the worksheet, click on the cell, then type the numbers or text that you want. Note, if you want to, you want 2 lines or more on a cell, press Alt Enter key. If you want to press 2 lines, you want to have 2 lines on a cell, you press Alt then Enter. Do not forget this. Let me just use highlighter to highlight this. Do not forget this Alt key, hold it, press and hold it and press enter for you to get 2 lines in the same cell. So at the same time, we also do on merge cells, how to merge 2 cells. That's what we want to do. If you want to merge 2 cells, that is, you want to combine 2 cells. You want to combine 2 cells together. That is the option. So let's just start. For example, let's put serial number here. After serial number, let's put name. Okay, let's just do surname. Okay, let's put items. From items, let's put a quantity. Let's put a unit price. From selling price, let's put profit. So, for example, this is a short. You see that this one is A1, this is B1, this is C1, D1. So you can actually click here and extend this. You understand? You just double click it, you adjust itself. Click here. When it becomes like you look at, there's a change. Now it's a plus. when I click in between here, just double click there, it will adjust. So we have these ones as our item. You can now just put serial number 1. Now look at what is going to happen in Excel. I ought to click here and put 2, 3, 4. But you just click here, bring it down here. You see, click and hold it. You decide now. You click and hold it, then you drag it down. So let's just drag to uh 10. We have, you see, now once is that it's a copy, you click on this and click on fill series. You see that everything is filled in series. Just type one thing. That's the best thing. So from here, let's just look into things. Flash drive, add from there. After SD card, let's put a headphone. From there, headphones. So I'm going to pause this video and complete this thing and come back. Right, pen, mouse, mouse, keyboard, keyboard. Let's do pass A4 reader, quantity, 6. So I said I'm going to pause the video so you can actually see now. These are the things we have here. So I've entered them. This is column C, column B, column A, column D, column E, column F, and this is row, 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 row. So in two-dimensional way, rows and column, that's the two-dimensional way of arrangement. It has been presented in tables. So we'll be using this sheet as a beginner. Though actually we have some sophisticated examples that we can actually use, but we use this as a beginner to learning Excel. So let's say, for example, now we want to insert more rows. What you just need to do is come here, click on the first row with where you want to insert. Just click like it. Come to insert in the home tab. You can see shift rows. You see, so just press Ctrl Y. That is redo. You have inserted more rows on this. Then now the next one is we want to arrange this. Click here, drag it down. Click like this. Come to home tab, go to merge and center. You can drive like this. You can now do what? Merge and center. So that is merging here. Now let's put Mr. Store. So for you to, now, for you to enter double lines, what you just need to do is you press Alt key, press Enter key. You see now, let's just say January stock, January, Janu, Janu. So once you just press enter key, this one, you can now start filling it. You can perform, you see, you can come here to font, change the font, come here to size, change the size, make it bold, do this, come here, let's give it something beautiful. Down there, you can give it something like this. So this is just like you are still formatting. I've taught you how to merge, how to do merge and center, how to enter into it. Here, for example, something that's missing here. Let's just do this. Come here and fill series. Okay. So we have, for example, let's say you made an error here. You can't do, once you just select and you are trying to type something, it wipes everything off. Look at it. So, for example, what you just need to do, click there, make your corrections here. For example, if you want to put P, that's where you can edit it. So, or you double click, just double click inside. So you can see that the cursor is blinking inside there. That's when you can, but just if you just click like this and you start doing your editing, that is an error. So we are going to pause the video and we'll continue again. So we've done insert more rows. So what we want to do now is to learn how to insert more rows, more columns on the worksheet. I've done that. Deleting of rows, columns on the worksheet, increase and the increase and decrease of row heights and columns. So that's the next thing we want to do now. We want to delete rows, and then we'll try to increase the height and size of this thing. So for us to insert more columns, just click where you want to insert the column. For example, here, click like this. So click here, come to Home tab, go to Insert, then you see column. So another one is inserted. For you to cancel what you have done, just press Ctrl Z. So that is done. From there, we want to go on deleting of rows. For example, if I want to delete this row 5, right? To delete that row 5, click on Home tab, click on Delete from the cell group. This is cell group. Click on this, drop here down, and click. You see, delete sheet rows. So click on that. That is deleted. For you to increase and decrease row and height, row height and column width, you want to, for example, like I told you, you can actually do like this, but there's another formal way you can do it. You can actually come here, do like this, but there's a formal way you can actually do that. To start that, you need to click on, for example, select the row. For example, let me just select this one. Select this row, click on Home tab. You click on Home tab. From clicking on Home tab, the tab is click on Format Cells. So you can actually look from here and then you see, you click on Format Cells. So this is Format Cell from under cell group. Click there. You can see row height. You can see column. So what you want to do, you can actually do the row height here or the column width. This is what we'll do, column width. Then you can type in what you want. This is 811. Let me just put 6 and put it and click on OK. You see that it's smaller. That's how to do that. For it to be a row, for example, I want to increase this one that has the title. You click on this, you click on Home tab, and you come to this format cell. From there, you see that you want to do row height. Click on row height. This is 18.6. Let me put it at 20. Oh, sorry. To where I was talking about to increase the row here, you see that this one has been decreased. Just come to format cell. You see column width, row height is where you adjust them. So you can do that. Select here, click format cell, come to row height. What is here? You can adjust this to 19, adjust it to 19 and click on OK. So that is done. Let's do hide and unhide a row or column. You want to hide a particular row or a particular column. You don't want people to see it. uh what is there? Keyboard. After keyboard, let me look at what we can put here. Let's just put a light pen. We have light pen already. I'll fix that. So for example, let's put uh reader, SD reader. So Jan stock, you can see how do we do that? You click on the one you want to change, you come to format cell, and you come here to um change, rename this. That's how you did. You click on this, you edit the name here, or you just double click there. Double click there, you can type something. So I can call this one February. So I click out. I can call this one March. In that, so we have, like I was telling you, have this is a sheet, this is a sheet, this is a sheet, but everything is a workbook. So let's go back to January 1. I want to put in applying a tab color. You want this, you want to have different colors. Select the sheet tab, click on home tab. You click on this home tab. For the tab list, you click on format cell. This is also still format cell. And you can see tab color. You see now, let me put it. You see the color, so that's how to change tab color. You do this, go back, you can see the color now. You go back to format, you go to tab color, you do this, you can put this one as blue. When you click away, you know that it actually work. You can see it. So this is January stock. This is where we are going to end this our first video. When we come back, we are going to start operators. So we'll be dealing with operators actually. So thank you very much. Like this video, follow us, share it. Uh, Once again, thank you. I'm Sada IT Solution.